Hello everybody and welcome back to Cities Skylines, where we are, apparently, still needing additional commercial. That's kind of insane, but I want to take a quick look at what's going on over here. There appears to be a pretty large backlog that is filling up here, primarily, I believe, because this is a two-lane, one-way street. Now, I don't think any of these are going to need to be moved to do this. I simply want to upgrade this to an additional highway. That should help matters pretty dramatically here. It'll also remove some pedestrians from this area. Excellent. Once those pedestrians filter on out of here, that should help. Now over here, are people just trying to turn around? No, people are trying to move onto this road. Ah, I see. I'm going to move this oil power plant up over this way. And we are going to simply put in an off-ramp over here. That slope too steep. What about if we bring it in over here? It'll go in here, but that slope too steep. I'm sorry, what? More specifically, it's this that slope too steep. We're going to take that out temporarily, and we're going to bring this in, and then build that like that. Sure, that'll do. And then we'll also, well, we already have this here. This is awkward though, and I'm not going to do that. What we're going to do instead is bring this up over this way. That slope too steep, which I believe means this needs to get eliminated. And then we can do that and that. Now that I look at this, I think that this is using more space than it needs to. I want it to be more like this. And then that creates the slope too steep. Okay. That's a little bit unfortunate, to be sure. That we can't have both of these. Order of operations doesn't seem to matter here. We can have this, and then this becomes slope too steep. Oh, hello. Never mind, it works. Fantastic. So that should help clean this up pretty dramatically. That's great. As far as this goes over here, I want to double check that this is traffic lighted. And it is. Good. Good. We don't have a connection to this crematorium, and we should fix that. And let's also check to see, yeah, we don't have... Okay, so this was moved, and there's now this dead area here. I want to fix that, and how do I want to fix that? Just have a road coming in like this that just kind of dead ends. That uses up most of the space on its own. Maybe we just leave this dead space here, but I'm not super happy with it. I don't know. Maybe it's okay. So we'll just leave that be for now. Are these guys all attempting to turn? Like, is this high of traffic? Do we need to upgrade this to a highway? That's going to be space already occupied if we do. We might be able to upgrade it to a two-lane one-way. Nope. Slope too steep. Okay. Well, ultimately, the bigger issue here is that we're backed up here. Why are we not moving right now? What are you waiting on, buddy? I have no idea what this guy's waiting on. Now pedestrians, sure. But what is he waiting on currently? He even has prio. Sir, I am very confused by you. If we remove just this vehicle, does that fix it? Yeah, I think he was just bugged. Oh, no, he wasn't. He was trying to turn this way. Right. And that is caused by another backup over here. Ah, this is rebuilding. Okay, so with this rebuilding, I think that means that we need a traffic light here. As well as here. So this entire circle, in theory, should need a traffic light. So we'll do that. And we'll see if that clears this up in a little bit of time.
We are the law. Accountant.
To be clear, I don't necessarily think that it will, because we've kind of got a circle issue brewing here, and that's pretty problematic, actually.
And an accountant. Is that us?
Well,
What do you think?
maybe it'll clean up.
There who might need the use of the
But yeah, we've got a circle jam building up here, for sure.
life.
And that's causing issues over here, but I think this is cleaning up.
Legal advice. The law accounting. Officially unlicensed since 2000.
We are definitely moving a bit. So that's good to see. Oh, hello, this has gotten far worse.
Haven't you been hearing more about disasters lately? I'm not sure if it's
Well, that is caused by this same issue down here. We need this to clean up. These guys need to move forward. This guy's wanting to turn, which is impossible because of this backup, which is caused because of this backup, which is caused because of what exactly? Why aren't you going? If we eliminate that car,
Hi, I'm Greg, owner and founder of Steel Frame Spots.
was he just bugged, or... Oh, he was trying to turn this way, wasn't he? Yeah, this is a circle jam as well. Okay. So that is definitely something that we need to address. So I think that I'm going to, for this region up here, I'm going to traffic light everything up here.
Meteorologists are issuing a thunderstorm warning for the coming days.
We're going to get a thunderstorm warning,
Advised to
sure.
Stay indoors.
Interesting. That didn't develop until after I restarted the game. We've got a power issue up over here, looks like, and water. Fascinating.
Check out our ad in the Weekly Nickel.
Absolutely fascinating. I think we need to add another water pump over here. So we'll go ahead and do that. As far as the power issue goes, that is actually a symptom of the water issue. Okay, sounds good. So this should fix the water issue, I believe. Hello, Thunderstorm. Okay, we'll come back to you.
Thunderstorm is
Yes.
battering the city. Stay
So that
indoors
problem is now
until the storm
solved.
has passed.
Fantastic. And let's go ahead and put in a little bit more commercial up over here, since apparently we need all the commercial. We also have some demand for some residential, so let's put some of that in as well. It's nice to have demand again, that's for sure. The thunderstorm is causing some fires. It's not super shocking, I suppose, but how's our fire coverage out here? Reasonably. Okay. Or rather, reasonable. This traffic is going to cause issues. It is, however, moving over here now. So that's good to see. So that means that this traffic should continue to start moving. Like, this should start to get cleared up. I also, I think, want to add in traffic lights all throughout here. So let's do something like that. And we'll just add these in where they make sense to. Something along the lines of this. Excellent. I do wish right turn on red was a thing. That would be very nice. We're kind of hoping at this point that in this area, the rain puts out the fires. That is a thing that can happen. Because we do have some traffic that we're working on sorting out, and that means, of course, that we're going to have some hard times getting our fire trucks over here. Ah, I see what's going on here. We definitely need to change our turn lane here. I want this to be able to turn either way. Over here. Like that. Okay. Excellent. So that should help out. Now, as far as this traffic here goes, that should be solved in a little while, once our traffic lights really start working on that. So I think this is improving. Yeah, improving. I'm not going to call it improved, but this is caused by this circle here. So a way to bypass that would be nice, to be sure. Is this traffic lighted here? It definitely should be. Yes, it is. This is traffic lighted, and I don't feel like it should be. Like, we just need that to yield, right? Okay. There we go. I would like to upgrade these to 2-lane, if at all possible. Unfortunately, we are sloped too steep. I'm going to take that section out, and we're going to see if we can upgrade that to 2-lane and then run this in again. Yeah, that comes out as slope too steep, unfortunately. We can do it like this, but not like this. We can do it with a bi-direction. Oh, hello. There we go. There's 2-lane one-way. Fantastic. I'd like to also upgrade this to be 2-lane one-way. So let's take that on out of there, and let's see if we can get that done. So that should go in like that and like that. Okay. So we'll add additional throughput there. The core issue here, of course, is that we need to get these guys off the highway a little bit faster. And so we shall. Okay. This jam is feeling a little weird to me. Like, why is this occurring? In all honesty. I mean, this one I understand, right? But we have that pretty well under control. Like, this is solved. It's this here that is a big, big issue right now. And it's causing this as well. I mean, this isn't shocking up here, but yeah, we need to figure out how do we want to get this traffic that is in this circle jam here to actually start moving. And that's a good question, actually. So a lot of these guys want to merge up into this area here. Right. I feel like you can get here at this point if you're a fire truck. That's the word I'm looking for. But I'm just gonna bulldoze that. Okay. So yeah, this is a symptom of this. Basically, all of these are a symptom of this issue here. So I need to think about how do I improve this traffic flow. Well, I want to double check our situation over here. Yeah, that needs to yield. And then this over here yields like so. This is not actually, I think, this is a symptom, not a cause right now. And I mean, this isn't, yeah, you can see here, people are trying to merge up here. It's because of this. It's all because of this. So how do I want to solve it? That becomes the question. I was hopeful that adding more throughput here would help, and I think it would if the jam hadn't have already started. Yeah, I'm pretty sure about that. So how do I want to solve this? We need to clean out, like, this intersection here. And, well, these 3 intersections are what needs to be cleared up, right? That's the core issue here. In order to do that, we'd have to get this solved, which requires that we get this solved, which requires that we clear this intersection, which requires that we clear this, which requires that we clear this intersection. It's kind of a, no-win situation, right? But what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to remove this section here, which is apparently going to despawn a lot of those. I was hoping that they would pathfind. And then the idea is that I'm going to rebuild this. And have it come in like that. We now have more space here. And I'm hopeful that just having the additional space will cause this to clear up. Is this not a controlled intersection anymore? No, it is. Okay. I do want to check the signage up here. That's a stop. Let's have that be a yield. Okay. So that should help. As soon as this traffic light changes, we should start to see these get to moving. Fantastic. That's better. But you can see here, a lot of these guys are trying to go this way. And that makes sense. There isn't really a good way. Well, there is. They could come off here and go up this direction. That's something that they could do with the off-ramp here. So why are they attempting to come down this way and turn like this? That's an odd pathfind. Maybe they were just ahead of here in the traffic jam before I put this in. And maybe this is a symptom that will iron itself out eventually. That's what I'm hoping. As far as this goes... What are you waiting on? You're attempting to go this way? I see. Yeah, I mean, this is all symptomatic of this same issue here. That's what it all boils down to. And then you can see here there's a similar circle jam beginning to form here. And that, again, boils down largely to this issue here. If I were to clear this traffic, which I kind of don't want to do... Oh, we need to rebuild the solar updraft tower. If I were to clear this traffic, which I kind of don't want to do, it might solve, at least temporarily. I'm not convinced that it would fully solve. The core issue here is the fact that the pathfinding really likes to only sit in one lane. And I wish there was a way to change that. I mean, we've got our dynamic lane selection here. Maybe if we bring that down to like 50%? What would that do? It doesn't really look like that did necessarily anything. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure that that did anything. But that's our core issue here, is that we have lanes that are not being used. Enable highway-specific lane merging/splitting rules. Heavy vehicles prefer outer lanes on highways. We could have that be a thing. That might help. At junctions. Vehicles may turn at red traffic lights. Also apply to left and right turns between one-way streets. Yes, that's something I do want. That's right turn on red. Vehicles follow priority rules at junctions with timed traffic lights. Okay, we can have that be a thing. Vehicles going straight on may change lanes at junctions. Yes, absolutely. I feel like this is something that would have helped. Highway-specific lane merging/splitting rules. Okay. Excellent. Let's see what that ends up doing. If anything. Now, because the jam is already started, I expect that some of this won't actually help. Or at least it won't help immediately. Okay. If we were to clear the traffic with the new rules, that might do the trick. But I also kind of just want to see if we can clear this up without clearing the traffic. Because that feels a little cheaty and like it's not something that is... Well, it's not intended in the base game, right? So, this actually does seem like it's moving a little bit better, I think. I feel like it is. I wonder, what is that vehicles may enter blocked intersections option? Is that what I think it is? Well, that guy just drove right through those. Hello, pause menu. Yeah, this does seem to make them more likely to find a way through, doesn't it? I think with that rule, this will clean up. Pretty sure it is cleaning up, in fact. If we watch this junction, it's getting better. And that's trying to merge in, yeah. Okay. I think that is cleaning up. Maybe. Maybe. This has become another circle jam here. And then this is building up to one as well. This is ultimately cascading, though, because of this original one. And the question is, can we create any bypasses or anything like that? That is a question. Hypothetically, what would actually it look like if we ended up building this? Maybe not another one, but just a straight pass through. In fact, we'd probably be better off to build it up here because this is higher traffic, or even here. Not a secondary cross here, just a way to cut across the circle. Would that be utilized? And we should definitely make this yield here and here. Anytime you're entering the circle, you should yield. I'm not sure if it'll be utilized. Well, it is there. Interesting that he... Well, yeah, he would. He preferred to cut across and go like that rather than go around. Yeah, I do like that. That gives a small bypass anyway. We'll see how much it gets utilized. This has cleaned up over here. This over here is still problematic, but it's not getting worse. And I think upgrading this street is becoming a necessity. So let's go ahead and think about that. So we've got a lot of space already occupied here, right? We are going to need to move this medical clinic. That's okay. We'll move that over here. I think upgrading this street will be a pretty big help. We're going to need to move this metro station temporarily. I will place it here. And we'll get that upgraded. And all of these have things that are going to need to be moved. This high school can be placed, say, over here. And then this medical clinic can be placed, how about here? And then we're going to need to move this metro station. Place it there temporarily. And we'll just do that. And this should remain a traffic light, which it already was. Fantastic. This over here needs to be uncontrolled, which it is. Perfect. Because this just turns, right? So that's fine. And we're going to need to move this metro station back. It's sloped too steep over here. We're going to have to pull these guys back a little bit. That's okay. And we'll place the metro station there. And then we'll build in our metro tracks again. I want this to be underground. Like that. And like that. Okay. We're going to need to take back this section of metro track as well. And then this gets placed basically right where it was. And then we will go ahead and place in these sections of track, like, not like that. That was really awkward. Okay. We'll place it in like that. Excellent. And now we will look to place these like that. Excellent. We'll remove these lines here and put in stops there. We'll remove these lines and put in stops there. And then we're going to need to create a new line that goes from here up to here and back. Excellent. Okay, so there's that upgraded. That should help matters. I don't think it's going to completely clean everything up, to be clear, but it'll help. We'll get that all zoned. This will increase throughput out here pretty dramatically. I would also like, I think, to upgrade Parker Street. Now, that's going to require moving this subway station. That's okay. Space already occupied in these locations. This crematorium will have to be moved. That's fine. There we go. And then we'll temporarily move this metro station. We'll upgrade Parker Street here. Like that. And we'll need to move these guys back a little bit. That's fine. And we'll replace this. Actually, other side of the street? No, I want it here, actually. So then we'll take these out of here. And we need to think about how we want to build this in. But I think overall, having it come in over here is reasonably fine. And then having it come in like that. Cannot find path. Okay. So we'll just have to try to get this to be a little bit cleaner. Maybe like that. Now can we find the path? No. Okay, we'll just remove this then. So what lines are these? These are bus lines. I want metro lines. Okay, that is the secondary hub outer counterclockwise. And the secondary hub outer... Where are you? Here we go, counterclock. We'll remove that, and we'll just put in new ones. So we'll connect that up here, 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 and here, and complete that line. And then we'll go the opposite direction. Fantastic. About like so. And that'll do. Okay, sounds good. So let's take a look at our zoning here. This should definitely be zoned like so. And then this is commercial out over here. We need something like that. There we go. Okay, so let's see if that helps. What is this over here? Oh, you know what this is? We just need to do that. There we go. Fantastic. So, as far as this goes, this should help clean some of this up out over here. So, fingers crossed that this does get better. However, ultimately, I feel like we may be forced to do a traffic clear. That said, this has gotten better. It has improved. And this isn't getting worse out here. Now that might be because of despawns, it's hard to say. But we definitely need to continue to work on this. It's interesting that this lane is not being utilized at all. Ah, I see, because they can just go up over this way. That's no big deal. Sure, that makes sense. That makes sense. Okay. I do wonder what would happen if we cleared the traffic. Maybe we should make a save and give it a go, but it takes so long for the traffic to rebuild. I don't know. I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put a cut in here, and I'm going to think about how I want to solve this up here in between episodes. You can leave... Ooh, we're underground here. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and I'll see you all next time when hopefully I'll have a plan for dealing with this. This is basically 100% of our issue right here. So we'll see how we want to deal with that one.